The Brief podcast. Yes, sir. You know, this almost wasn't done. Really? But it was a wrap. Chop, Zach, yes, sir. The Brief. The Brief. The place we go to chill and get relief. The Brief. Where we keep it real with all our peeps. Peace. Sitting on the couch next to the chief. Sheesh. Sheesh. I'm Chop. I'm Zach. Cigar lounge, where we spend most of our time at. Folks come through, we see where they mind at. I'm bound to say something crazy, might have to rewind that. We be chillin', plotting millions. When we in the building, no doubt that we be chillin'. We be chillin'. Tune in and subscribe to get that feeling. Tune in and subscribe to get that feeling. The Brief. The place we go to chill and get relief. The Brief. Where we keep it real with all our peeps. Peace. Sitting on the couch next to the chief. Sheesh. Sheesh. The Brief. The place we go to chill and get relief. The Brief. Where we keep it real with all our peeps. Peace. Sitting on the couch next to the chief. Sheesh. Sheesh. The Brief.
Yo, what's up, Chop?
What's going on, man?
And man, what's going on with you tonight?
I'm just chilling, man. You know,
I feel that.
basic,
I feel that.
you know, cigars and
Okay.
TVs and ashtrays.
Ashtrays, you know what I mean? Liquor and all that.
You can't forget the liquor.
Can't forget the liquor.
No.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that.
So
everything good, though.
everything's copacetic.
You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
let's get into it. Welcome to the Brief, people. You know, we had to do a little introduction for the boy Goey because he said that's how me and Chop be on here talking. We two smooth cats. So we ended up having to come out and say something. So shout out to Go. You know what I'm saying?
Go, what up?
You know, what's good? For real. Let's get into it.
For real.
It's the Brief, and we back.
The Brief, baby.
Yes, sir. Chop, what's good with you, man?
Chilling, man. You know, it's
man?
just regular. Last week you tried to stun on me with the 1926. So, you know, that's my thing.
Right.
Padron cigars. You know what I mean? So I put out the 90th. This is one of my favorites, the Padron 1926 90th year.
Okay.
You know, so this is one of my favorites.
That's a long time ago, dog.
Yeah, way before both our time.
Way before. That's over 50 years more than when we came. We're almost, you know what I mean? If you want to tell our ages, but we ain't do that.
Keep it classic.
Yeah, keep it classic.
Keep it classic.
That's what's up. So school the people on the Padron 90th anniversary. What's your take on it?
Yo, this is like my oasis. Like smoking cigars is my oasis. But this one, I first smoked this. I love the 80th. I love the 90th, as you can see. I love the regular 1926 number 8. There's not too many Padrones I don't like. The 50th, I've been smoking them all week. The short 50th, the Maduros. Mm-hmm. But this one is just when you take this out this can, this tin can, and it's in plastic, it's just the flavor is right. One thing about some Padrones, consistency is key. I never had a bad Padron. They all smoke the same. They never disappointed me. And you know what you're going to get when you buy this. Fact. So that's why I got gravitated towards it.
Okay. So that's what you usually smoke.
That's what I usually try to smoke. Yeah.
Excuse me, people. My allergies is kind of bothering me a little bit. So you hear the clarity going. I clean my throat. That's because of that. That's the only reason why.
That's why I call you DJ Cool.
DJ Cool?
Get it.
Yeah, I mean,
clear my throat, cool.
Yeah, cats in here call me ZC Smooth, you know. Yeah, that's what they've been calling me.
I'm
cool guy.
I'm the smoothest one. I don't know why they don't call me.
I mean, that's what you believe, and that's cool, you know. I mean, listen, self-reflection is the most key of everything.
Wow, that's
no
crazy.
matter what nobody else says.
So you say I'm not cool?
I mean, you just said that you was cool.
I'm asking you. Do you think I'm cool?
I mean, you're a cool dude. Okay, I feel like you're a cool bull. So you smoking on that tonight?
Yeah, what you smoking, dog?
Well, you know, like what we do on here is we'll pick a cigar every week, and you know, especially for the novice folks that's out there, you don't know what you might be smoking, you know, getting to this whole cigar thing. So right now I'm doing the CAO V19.
Oh.
The V and the 19 is for the year it came out, 2019. Connecticut rapper or whatever, and Maduro and all that stuff, all the little flyness that you say about it. So I already smoked this cigar a few times before. I don't necessarily smoke a lot of CEOs, but again, for the sake of the show, bringing key elements to what we smoke and all that good stuff, just wanted to bring it out, smoke it tonight. So again, like we said, we just show a little visual, not too much on it, because we ain't getting paid from these cats. But we just want to let everybody know what we smoking on here, and the goodness and chocolate lightning up his John. So I'm gonna join him by light mine up too. What else? What's going on?
Just for the record.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the record.
Mm-hmm.
We smoke cigars. We love the culture of the leaf. We love the experience of smoking cigars and what it provides to us. For everybody, you get something different, but it's all universal. This is not a cigar show, but we are cigar folks. So we always want to have a cigar. We always try to have, some, as my man Keith, aka Beef the Aficionado, says, libation. Today we're drinking Basil Hayden. This is one of them. Shout out to Philly Cigar Week too, my man John. He likes to drink Basil Hayden a lot. So whenever I see this, I think of John. But this is Basil Hayden is an official bourbon whiskey that's you can drink it straight on the rocks. You can put it in a old fashioned. You can do a lot of stuff with this. So just if you ever somewhere try it, let us know what you think.
Man, you spoke about old fashioned. That's one of my favorite joints, man.
Mm-hmm.
What? If I'm on vacation, man, old fashioned is the key. It's either old fashioned or a little bit of tequila. That tequila, you know what I mean? But that, yeah, old fashioned my joint. But you gotta make a good old fashioned. You can't be slacking on the old fashioned at all. That's just not a cool thing. If you don't know how to make an old fashioned, don't make it. Don't do it. You be embarrassing yourself. You be embarrassing me, handing me the drink and telling me to taste something that is just not made well. So prepare it right for the people who drink old fashions. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I speak of. Just make sure that is right. Make sure you had a little orange peel in it, a little cherry in it. Give it a little taste and twist on it.
And have your bitters, please.
Have your bitters.
Have your bitters.
Have your bitters. Don't hand me a joint with no bitters.
No.
Come on, man. For real. For real.
Nah.
So so we doing the Basil Hayden. Are we pouring shots now or we gonna wait?
Oh,
all right. Well, get in. Tap in.
I had a long day, man.
My man. Matter of fact, back in the day, we used to do this with the bottle. Tap the bottle. You know what I mean? So get me some of that next. As soon as my man do his thing. So, let's see here. I'm gonna put the cigar down. So, and I'm gonna tap me a little bit in my glass. Give me a little preparation.
You said a little bit. You wasn't lying.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's all I need for right now. I don't need much. Don't need much. I'm gonna put that back up here. Label facing us. That's all they need. And let's toast it up. You know what I mean? To life. It's beautiful.
Will it take me under?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Taste it in. Flavors is spectacular.
Somebody might catch it, boy.
Oh, see.
A basil night? A basil and I ain't gonna reveal that, but a basil evening goes be dancing on the dance floor all night. So you thought I was talking about something else. Dancing on the dance floor all night. All night.
You already know what I'm about to say.
Well, I'm talking about dancing on the dance floor.
No, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about them. They already know what I'm about to say. Every week I say the same thing. We about to. It's always something with this dude, man. Every week we always got to get into something. But you're about to. You weren't about to say something crazy and wild.
You don't know me like that.
Now everything on the dance floor.
Don't you like to dance?
Oh, I love to dance, bro.
Once you start dancing, you don't stop.
That's my thing. Anybody know I know how to dance? I do my thing out there on the dance floor. You know what I mean?
So,
yeah. What we got?
You told me you wanted to ask me a question.
I did.
And you've been hitting me all day like, yo, I got a question to ask you. And I'm like, yo, what's up? What you like? I'll tell you later. Which that grinds me up. Like if you're gonna tell me something, Don't tell me I tell you later. So all day is in my head like, what he gotta tell me? What you gotta ask me?
Right.
So now we're here. So can you finally just ask the question, man? Like, suspense is killing me.
Well, anticipation is key. You know what I mean? If you know what's coming, then you're gonna have prepared answers for what I'm about to ask. Am I correct on that? You know what I mean? You don't give a woman a script before you call her. You just hit her
I'm
with
not
the
a
questions and
woman.
let her. I'm saying you don't hit a woman with the script before you call her. So before you don't be like, you know, let me send you a list of questions I'm about to ask you later on. You're right. You don't do that with a female.
That was your best comparison.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a valid one.
Wow.
Yo, it's a valid one. So you mean to tell me you send a female a list of anticipated questions so she could be prepared later on?
I'm shy. I don't talk to him.
Oh yeah, now, okay, all right, now you shy, dog. But anyway, thing is that so I came up with this article, right? And I want to get y'all take on it too. Philly got a bad rep. Philly got a bad rep. So the Philly Inquirer, which is the local newspaper of Philadelphia that provides you with a lot of the news that's going on around here, put out an article. I found it on Instagram, right? And the article was from 6 days ago. And I'm going to read it from my phone. So that's why I got my phone out, because I don't want to misquote anything and get in trouble. So it says, Philly is the most single big city in America. Can you believe Philly is the most single city in America? And that's a pretty decent metropolitan size city. Would you say that?
It's millions.
It's a lot of fine females in Philly.
Yeah, I would say that.
You concur?
I concur.
You concur. All right. So basically, what it says, and I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I'm just gonna give you a little briefing of it. It says it's hard out here for Philadelphians.
Hard out here for
I
thought that was what you were about to say.
That's what I thought when I read it the first time myself. It said that. So
all right, go ahead.
It's Philadelphia is looking for serious love. It said it's not a situationship breaking our hearts. It's whatever a long-term, long-distance, low-commitment, casual girlfriend is, or something else altogether. Ooh. Philly is the most single, unmarried big city in the United States, according to the date from the Census Bureau.
Wow.
You know what I mean? America's Community Survey.
Wow.
So this actual survey took a few years to come across this. And what it's basically saying is that Philly men, which is we from Philly, you know what I mean? So we represent the Philadelphia culture. Philly men are among the least likely to be married. So among all but the youngest age groups is what's a part of this. And it's saying that we lag behind a lot of other cities. And what it's saying is that Philly men account for 34.7% of married. So only 34.7% of us is married. So that means the rest of the cats is out here floating and doing what they doing.
That may not be the case. That's an assumption. They could be into, their self, religion, reading books, exercising, a spiritual journey. You can't just automatically assume they out here just doing what you said. You can't really. That they out here
like fornicating and all
wilding
that.
out.
Just wilding. I don't remember saying that.
I
was quoting the actual article, so I didn't say it.
You're saying fornicating now.
Okay. Fornicating. Doing what single brothers and sisters do. But then on the other side, so remember I said that the Philly men is 34.7%, which is low, way under 50%. But for the Philly women, oh yeah, they got statistics on y'all too. For real, the gap is even starker. Yo, they use the word starker on y'all. Yo, I mean, ladies, y'all gonna have that?
I never even heard that word.
Starker, like it's a stark difference between the men and the women.
Wow.
So we had 34. Well, single men because I'm married. So 34.7% is men, but they say a starking rate of 28.9% of women is married.
Let's talk about it.
Woo! Yo,
let's talk about it.
That's low. That's low. What's your take on it?
Well.
I gotta, first of all, I gotta light my joint back up.
So, as far as the men, it's not from personal experience. As far as the men, from what I know, conversations I've had, it may be a trust issue.
As far as the men. So
As
that's
far as the men.
this is what you talking about what the men feel.
Yeah,
Possibly,
as far as
okay.
the men, because we see how certain women move, and we be like, oh, they might want to. I ain't gonna say they
Mm-hmm.
might want to have fun or whatever with these certain women, but they see how they move, and nowadays a lot of women tend to say they moving like men, how they think men move, and that's reckless and all that, and doing what they want to do with whomever at whatever given time. And we like, I can't make you my wife.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the women, I would say, think from conversations I've had, once again, they don't feel that the men are stepping up and being husband material.
Mm.
So they won't fully be submissive in that definition of submissive in a relationship to somebody that they don't feel that's going to provide and hold them down and be that rock for them. So it's like a balance. It's like a scale it constantly tips to one side and tips to the other side. It's never even.
Mm.
And yeah, trust is big, and trust in seeing how people move makes you say, I don't know if I want to take this step. And it's definitely trust on both sides. Like, women don't trust men, and men don't trust women enough to be like, will you marry me? It's a difference of, what you doing tonight? Or let's go out, or let's be friends, let's hang out. Will you marry me? It's like, and then some people, they didn't grow up seeing marriage.
Right.
So they don't know what it really is made of. Only thing they might know and have knowledge of is a TV show.
Mm-hmm. Like the Cosby.
Cosby's. I'm talking. I ain't even going that far back.
Okay.
Loving hip hop.
Mm.
Different stuff like that. And be like, oh, this is how their idea of marriage is not what. There's no foundation for them to go off of other than falsity, stuff that's like made up for public consumption.
So basically what you're saying is, what I gather with the connection is, there is a disconnect because the opposite sex don't really trust the engagement that they having with the other person. Is that basically what you're saying?
Right. And to be totally honest, it's a lot of hurt people.
And hurt people.
Hurt people, and
Yeah,
a lot
that's a
of
fact.
Even though people say they don't take baggage from one situation to the next, but you do.
Mm-hmm.
You just mask it up, and you might throw a Louis case on it, a Gucci case on it, but it's still a bag.
That's true.
It's still luggage.
Yeah, it's still just a piece of leather.
So people is not fully healed, taking time out for themselves to fully heal and understand themselves and recognize things that they can do to better themselves, and they hopping into a marriage situation or marriage-like situation with somebody that is going through the same thing. But both of y'all is like magicians, because y'all are hiding it very well.
Right.
And then when it hit the fan,
Something totally different.
It hit the fan, it'd be bad. So
right.
Then it was like, F this and F that, like F these and F these. It's like, it's never going to be no room for growth and improvement. And then that's when you see people going outside of where they live and find somebody that's wife or husband material in Maryland, Jersey, DC, NY. Because here, burnt out from it. You go somewhere else, you can see somebody with a totally different mindset,
right? And
you might be at more ease to open up.
Right.
Here, your guard is up. We live in this city, your guard is up from the time you wake up to the time you wake up, leave the house, go back to the house, walk in the house. The only time your guard is not up is when you sleep.
Wow, that's crazy. And for me, I'm sitting there like I'm thinking like, damn, Philly, is it? What you think about that? Because that's a lot to say about a city. You know, they said that the next city or big city that is close is Chicago. So I'm wondering if the people in Chicago feel the same way.
I might have to ask them.
I mean, if you from Chicago and you tapped in, or you know somebody from Chicago, tell them to tap in, let us know, because that's a low rate, you know. And being a married man such as myself, you know, and the road that it took to get there, you know, a lot of things that I was doing was really like going to therapy and stuff like that, trying to find out who I am. And I noticed that, you know, my therapist for what he was telling me in the beginning, which made a lot of sense, because at first, I'm gonna be real with you, as a man, I was like, nah, I can't do the therapy thing, you know, because can't nobody on this planet tell me who I am other than me. But then once I started sitting down with it, I was like, all right, you know, this might be helpful. But what I found is that, and what I was told was that, being as though that you lived in two different households, whether if it was a two-parent household, one-parent household, you had your mom or your dad, whoever was raising you, grandma, whoever, you really was likely to take on the characteristics of the person that actually raised you. So a lot of times that'll filter into your relationship, and it'll be a lot of stuff that's like what people would recognize as unhealed, you know, or just the whole thing about you having this mind state of the people that raised you, and you taking that into your adult life and never really getting rid of it.
Yeah,
understanding
never
it.
addressing it.
Right. So a lot of times that keeps that distant level between the two. So yeah, I mean that's a crazy situation to even think that that's like that. But you know, those numbers are really, really low. 34% for men, 28%, a little over 20% for women. That's low, man. But I mean, that's crazy that if it's the trust issue, that's probably one of the number one things, but among many others, you know, the situations where people are figuring that they don't, you know, want to be hitched or married or just have a committed relationship. You know, I'm sure it's a lot that's involved with that too. But even with that, man, that's a low number.
Let me ask you a question with all due respect.
All do.
Like you say, you're married. Because you see yourself single in 2024 in this city. Like, could you imagine that person? Like, could you imagine being
finding something now?
Not even just. It was a time he wasn't married, so you know he was out in the pool and all that. So, and that was about 5-6 years ago. But and even before that, you was still in a relationship.
Right.
So we going back more years. But
Right.
now, because you see yourself like, yo, I'm glad I don't got to deal with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And that's based off of like me listening to what other people go through. And the thing is that, you know, I'm not shy to say it, but my marriage I have a good marriage.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I do have a good marriage. My wife she treats me very well, you know. Shout out to my lady. You know, she know who she is. But
I know who she is.
Yeah, you know who she is.
Hello.
Yeah. What's up, baby? So yeah, for me it's like I don't know. I don't think I can see myself in the dating pool at this point in time. You know? I mean, of course, if I was forced to, I'm sure I'd be out there doing what I do. But at the same time, do I think I can find somebody quality out there? I'm sure there's a lot of quality women that's out there that's looking for love. But maybe they might be looking for love in the wrong place. Who knows? It depends, you know, because people settle for a lot of shit that they shouldn't.
Speaking of looking for love, this might get me in trouble, so. But it is what it is. Do you feel that?
Wait, before you say that, disclaimer: this is conversation amongst men. We just giving our take on that. So, you know, if you got something to say, again, don't text us, because people text us, right? They text us. Leave a comment on the bottom so we can see it, so we can respond back to you in the next video.
They don't text me because I don't have my phone plan don't come with text messaging.
Nah, so you're not even free after 9? Old school joint back in the day, flip phone time.
No, I just got no text messaging. I got.
Okay. But they call you then.
I got 125 minutes a month. No free minutes.
Okay.
My joint. I keep it I keep it all the way thorough.
Oh, you're dealing with the restriction.
Yeah, no, why you gotta talk about my phone playing like
I
that?
mean, you
dog?
just told me you got
But you ain't have to
125
say
minutes.
restriction.
Dog,
that was
listen,
crazy.
listen, dog. We listen,
Anyway,
listen. Keep
That's
going.
so judgmental, man. Do you feel that women? We're at Club Modern Gents where we be at all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And shout out to the chief.
the chief.
That's security over there. If you don't know,
Yes,
anything pop off, he got it.
spiritual security.
Mm-hmm.
You come in here, do something crazy, you're gonna put a hex on you.
Yeah.
So listen, you get around to a lot of cigar lounges. You know, you're real famous in the city and all that. So do you feel that you see that women look for love in a cigar lounge?
Watch this. I'm gonna let that comment just go over. So the question is, can women find love in a cigar lounge?
Yes. Well, do you feel? Have you seen? There's a lot of good, dope, knowledgeable, thorough cigar smokers that are women
That'll teach us something.
that teach us something in a minute.
Right,
So
no doubt.
I'm not coming at one.
Right.
But do you feel that some
Never that.
go to the lounge specifically to find fun or love?
Probably more fun. You know, I mean, when let's just tell the truth, because you know we're gonna keep it funky. You find a little something to play with in a cigar lounge. That's a fact.
Wait.
That's a fact.
Wait.
I've seen
crazy.
it happen.
That was wait, back
I've
up.
seen it
You don't
happen.
back up what
dog.
you said.
I'm gonna back up what I said. Go
Find
ahead.
a little fun.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was a violation. But go ahead.
Ain't no violation. It's the truth. That's one thing we're gonna do on the brief. We're gonna keep it real, funky, for real. So yeah, you'll find a little something to play with in the lounge.
You gotta say it again.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta double down on it because there's gonna be people out there be like, yo, this bull right.
All right, go ahead,
The
man.
bull Zach keeping it real.
Finish your point.
I've seen it. You know,
You've seen it?
I've seen it.
You've seen
dog.
it?
I've seen it.
Like a 27-inch Zenith?
And you know, with like a 27-inch Zenith, you know, I play the background, so a lot of people be like, "Oh, I seen the bull before. I like it like that." I'm the boy you seen before, period. But yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it go down in the cut in the lounges that I've attended. You I don't even have to know the people, and you can see the flyness is going on. The communication between the cigar smoke, between the lighting and the cutting of the eyes, and and you know, once you get a woman keying, that's you know what I mean? It's Muck City, you know. So when I do see that inside the lounges, but as far as love, like the question that you asked, I don't know. I ain't never heard a story. I ain't never been to a wedding. They be like, yo, we met in a cigar lounge. So I don't know, dog. I don't know. What you feel? You the single man. You feel like you can find a little, you know, a little hit. You can get hitched and find a little love in a cigar joint.
One thing I will say, I do see couples in the cigar lounge. Shout out one of my favorite couples. It's a couple of favorite couples. The Browns over in Jersey. I smoke at Belvedere. I just saw me over there, Cigar Code. Dope couple. Have fun together. Have fun individually. Pleasant people. And they don't hide the fact that they married, and it's love.
Can't hide the fact that you married.
Shout out to Akis, Sam and Robbie. They are another dope couple that promote love and togetherness. And so when you see that, it's hope.
Yeah.
It's hope that you can do something together, experience the same fun, and not feel like, you know, I want to do this by myself. I want to,
right.
You know, I mean, me personally, I want my me time. I think every man should have his me time.
Yeah.
But
need that.
It's definitely couples in there. But I've seen people meet in the cigar lounge.
Okay.
I've seen people hit it off, and next thing you know, you see them together all the time. And so I've seen it. I haven't seen a wedding like you said, but I've seen people link up, find a soulmate, and everything is good.
Okay. I mean, you got actual factual, so you know that. Yeah. I haven't seen it.
The two couples I said, they didn't meet in the cigar lounge, but they have the commonality and the love of cigars, so that makes the union a lot better.
Right, for the love of the leaf.
Right.
You know, got connected, and obviously the union that probably make the union a little bit more tight because you connected on a cigar level too. Yeah, like I mean, every marriage should be connected on some type of level. If you married and you ain't connected on some type of level, you shouldn't be married. You really shouldn't.
Marriage is, you know what? I was engaged a long time ago.
I remember.
For 1 year.
1 year.
1 year to the date. It was It was July 11th, 2007. I remember the date.
Damn.
July 11th, 2007. And I moved out July 12th, 2008.
A year and a day later.
Like, yeah, I moved out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
She might say she kicked me out, but I moved out.
I mean, the thing is that you got up out of it.
I got
Something wasn't right.
Yeah, I got out there. So
yeah.
But that, and you know better than me because you're actually married, but the say, will you marry me, is a decision and a commitment that frankly and honestly, everybody's not built for.
Right.
Am I right or wrong?
No, you're absolutely right, 100%.
So that goes back into what you read from the Inquirer, that people are not mentally and spiritually, and their soul is not 100% into the marriage. It's the idea of marriage that people do it, then it don't work.
Right.
And from people I know that's married, it's a lot of hard work.
It is every day.
And if you're not a believer in hard work, then it's pointless.
It's not for you.
But the idea of being married, nowadays everybody wants to video the engagement. They want to have the engagement party. They want to take the engagement pictures. Like
Right.
it's the persona around it.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Right.
When you take all that away, I heard it's a Mickey Fiki.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, like you said, to recap on that, it's definitely hard work. You know, don't let nobody let the smooth taste fool you. I'm telling you, nobody can't tell you that marriage isn't hard work, because it is. But it's just the point to, like, what we talking about is the single life, but in getting to that point,
Right.
that's even harder. Because now you got to take your time, find out if you even compatible with the person. And let's keep it real and funky. As men, we already know, and I gotta say this, ladies, we already got it. We already have a feeling when we meet you within the first 10 minutes of conversation, if we going to kick it with you, if we going to really kick it with you, or we going to get into it with you. And you can kind of fill in the blanks on what I mean on that, because I ain't going to get too explicit on the channel.
That's nice.
You dig?
That's nice.
You dig? I'm going to keep it real and funky for the people. But they know what I'm talking about. So we already know within 10 minutes what's this going to go into. And like I said, once we had you keying, we had you laughing, oh, he's so funny, had you giggling, we already know that it's the hook, line, and sinker. But that's just the beginning of it. Now we got to get through all the other bullshit that's going to come across between you and me. Because at first, you're going to meet the representative within them 6 months. I'm the boy that's going to really be like, yeah, I'm a shy guy. And then the next thing you know, I might have to bring it out to you. But who is that person? And can you even make it to that part to even get to the point where you even think about if I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this person? Because that part hard.
Well, let me hop on now. This is good. I love this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because you ain't saying nothing crazy this episode, and that's unheard of.
That's usually you, dog. That's usually you.
I never say anything.
No, dog, every week, every week. Even right there, that's crazy. Because you always be saying something crazy.
That's an opinion of yours.
Oh, that's a fact.
Anyway,
go ahead, move on, brother.
Do you feel, two questions. When you're dating somebody, now the idea, the definition of dating is, multiple people till you find your one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that should be dating, or you should date? A lot of stuff happens when you date.
Yeah.
A lot. So a woman might be dating 3 guys. Mm-hmm. Each guy brings a different situation to the table. She might end up sleeping with all 3 guys.
As she should. We do it. We do it, dog. We do it. Well, I've done it.
You've done it.
I've done it. Yeah, no doubt. I ain't gonna lie to you. We keep it real funky.
I did nothing of the such.
Okay, all right. Well, I did.
So
multiple times. Go ahead.
All right. That's goddamn, dog. So, do you feel it should be like you just answer my question? You should have multiple dates, or you should date somebody one at a time?
No, keep your options open.
Okay.
I mean, in the beginning, because you're not really committed to something.